Hello, once again from the West Palm Beach Tri-Rail station. It's also the West Palm Beach Amtrak station, and that's one of the trains I'm going to be riding today. In fact, my plan is to ride Tri-Rail, Amtrak, SunRail in Orlando, and then back to Brightline. If you watched my 88-minute ramble about Tri-Rail in my last vlog, my first attempt, you'll know I have plenty of Tri-Rail content out there. So probably won't be spending a lot of time on the Tri-Rail portion of this trip, but we'll see how this goes. Maybe I'm the first person to attempt to do all 4 trains in one day. Without further ado, yalla, let's go.
Southbound train on board. This is West Palm Beach. They take care of those. Here at the Metro Rail transfer station. Again, those passengers transferring to the Metro Rail train or trying to get to Miami Central downtown Miami is who we are stopped here. We're trying to get to that downtown Miami train.
Okay, wow, definitely blast your eardrums leaving the station. Thanks mostly to the Metro Rail overhead. So got into the Metro Rail transfer station, just got off Tri-Rail, a couple minutes late, not too bad. So it's about a quarter-mile walk from the Metro Rail transfer station to the Amtrak station. And it's through a mostly industrial area, so it's not the greatest walk, but it's not terrible. Probably wouldn't send a loved one down here, but I've done this a couple times before. Nothing too crazy. Miami-Dade Transit used to actually run a couple buses directly to the Amtrak station, but that was discontinued a few years ago. Probably not really worth it for just a couple of long-distance trains. Also, I want to make a note on board Tri-Rail, that train I just got off of. It was freezing cold. Yeah, that AC was, you could see your breath at times. That's how cold it was. But anyway, Amtrak serves all the Tri-Rail stations in South Florida other than Miami. They were supposed to serve the Miami Airport station a few years ago, but Amtrak ultimately decided not to serve it. First, they blamed it on the platform being too short, which, okay. FDOT kind of made some changes to kind of accommodate longer Amtrak trains. Then Amtrak basically just flat out said, just kidding, we think the operational cost is too high, and it's not really worth us making a deadhead move between their Hialeah yard, which is near 79th Street, and the Miami Airport station. So I also think too that when the Miami Airport station was built for Amtrak accommodations, there were some proposals for state-run passenger trains by Florida, some corridor trains. Of course, the funding for that never happened, so the train service never happened. But I think that was kind of the real intent there. But yeah, Amtrak serves the Hialeah Market Station, or serves their old station down in Hialeah. Tri-Rail Metro Rail transfer stations there. The Amtrak station is right up ahead. There's a puppy dog too. Also, as I mentioned before, Miami-Dade Transit used to come down here. They no longer do. Still have signage up though. All right, as I come up to the Miami Amtrak station, and in fact our train 98, the northbound Silver Meteor, just backed into the platform. But just to give you some more insight on the itinerary today, my plan so far, 1 of 4 trains complete. Got Tri-Rail, which took me from West Palm Beach down here to, well, I'll just say Hialeah. I took a early enough train. It's now, let's see, 7:14. Train 98 doesn't leave till 8:10. So I'm here reasonably early, and it's only like a 10-minute walk at the most from that Metro Rail transfer station to the Amtrak station. Not a terrible distance, but honestly, if you saw in the video, it's really not a great walk. I just have my backpack with me. I've done it before with a rolling suitcase, and yeah, it's not fun. And really, why are you transferring from Tri-Rail to get to the Miami Amtrak station? Amtrak stops at Hollywood, Fort Lauderdale, Delray, Deerfield Beach, and West Palm Beach. So if you're transferring between Amtrak and Tri-Rail, those are the stops to do it at, not this Hialeah Amtrak station. I'm taking Amtrak from Miami here to Kissimmee, not going to Orlando, and that's kind of more of a crowd thing. Typically, Orlando has a lot more people getting on and off. I figured Kissimmee would be a little bit more chill. And also part of the reason why I wanted to Miami, other than the fact that I'm a crazy train guy, is also I'm hoping that I get better seat choices, maybe. I don't know if they're going to assign seats, which has been kind of what they've done in the past, or if it's going to just be take whatever's available. But my goal is to get a decent window seat. And then in Kissimmee, I'm going to figure out where to go on SunRail. But that won't be for another 4 hours or so. Let's see. I don't think the camera is going to pick it up that well. And I can't walk further down. And actually, wow, I wonder what they're doing with the parking lot here. The bus stop used to be right there. That's blocked off now, but it looks like they're doing construction there. But anyway, we do have two of the new Amtrak ACS 60, not 64. Those are the electric train locomotives on the Northeast Corridor. But the new Siemens Charger locomotives at the head end of this train, train 98. Let's head inside.
Virginia, Washington, D.C. up front, Orlando up front. If I did not call your station or your state, stay right here.
Where you going? Kissimmee.
Kissimmee, into the right, higher than 30. Where you going? One ahead of it, into the left, higher than 45. Where you going? Into the left.
this way, I suppose. Or 30.
All right, so not assigned seating, which is great. Just anywhere to the right, higher than 30 if you're going to Kissimmee. Boarding started about 25 minutes earlier than departure. It's 7:51, so we don't leave for another 19 minutes now. Quite a few people at the Miami station, more than I expected, but also I don't know why I didn't expect that many people. Okay, looks like we are leaving. It's actually 8:09. Our scheduled departure time is at 8:10 a.m. So I guess railroad time's a little different from my iPhone's time today. It's supposed to be a 4-hour and 47-minute trip from Miami to Kissimmee. And for comparison, it takes Brightline 3.5 hours. Of course, the 4 hours and 47 minutes is scheduled. We'll see how long it actually takes. But next stop will be Hollywood, followed by Fort Lauderdale, Deerfield Beach, Delray Beach, West Palm Beach, Sebring, then Winter Haven, and Kissimmee. As we slowly make our way out of the Hialeah Yard area, I forgot to mention, if you happen to watch my last vlog, which was a solid 80-minute ramblings about Tri-Rail, I'm going to try to make this one a little shorter. I got stuck on the train for 2 hours due to a broken locomotive. I actually did put in a little comment about that issue, and they sent me that easy ticket. So I actually ended up getting a free ride from Tri-Rail from West Palm Beach to Hialeah this morning. And then also Brightline, which the original train I was supposed to take ended up being like 30 or 40 minutes delayed. Didn't bother getting a refund for it since I had already entered the station, and there was really no way for me to prove at that point that I didn't ride the train. But they still gave me a $7.25 credit just because of the delay. So all in all, I didn't come out too bad from that previous trip. Thankfully, Tri-Rail today got me to Hialeah on time. You know, in my Tri-Rail Express video, I blamed the shakiness of the train at track speed on the commuter rail equipment itself, but these Bud Amtrak coaches are also a little bouncy in the same area, so I'm wondering if it's really just the track condition. Just left Delray Beach a few minutes late, coming up on West Palm Beach, where I started my trip 4 hours ago. I think after West Palm Beach, I'll venture down to the cafe car. Also, the train is like filled up quite a bit. I'm actually surprised the number of people who got on at like Delray Beach, because in the past, in my experience, it's normally only been like a few people.
gave me all your information too. I didn't have to look on.
And a little over 4 hours later, we're back in West Palm Beach again. And that concludes my video. Just kidding. There's still like another 10 hours left. For me, at least. So in my opinion, this is definitely where Amtrak outshines Brightline on this trip. You can get an actual heated meals and a nice cafe car as well. And that was the St. Lucie River, which means we are now in Indian Town. The Amtrak St. Lucie River crossing is nowhere near as scenic as the Brightline one. Of course, the Brightline crossing is a little bit more controversial, I guess, with all the maritime interest fighting to get access to the other side of the FEC railway drawbridge. And we are now in Indian Town, which, fun fact, I believe when the Seaboard Airline Railway was first extended to South Florida, this is where the president at the time, I believe his name is Warfield, wanted to put the Seaboard Airline headquarters. I believe he passed away before that could be a reality, but it would be interesting to see a world in which little old Indian Town, Florida, in the middle of Central Florida, was the headquarters of the Seaboard Airline Railroad, which today is now part of CSX. Also, I do want to make a point to point out the amount of legroom available on these Amtrak trains. Of course, this is a long-distance coach, Amfleet 2, so it has a little bit more legroom than the Northeast Regionals, which use the Amfleet 1. But also, these seats actually recline, which, unlike Brightline, there's really no recline. And also the seats are very uncomfortable. Brightline's only a 3.5 hour trip at the most, but still, it kind of adds up. As we go past the Okeechobee station, one thing I was just thinking during my Tri-Rail recap from this morning, one thing I forgot to mention was that the first northbound on the train does deadhead the express train consist. If you saw my express train vlog, that's one of the things that I theorized, was that consist deadheads with the first northbound train in the morning, and I might be playing B-roll of it right now when we passed it, just after leaving Lake Worth. But yeah, that was confirmed this morning.
Ladies and gentlemen, the station stop coming up in just a few moments is Sebring. If Sebring is your destination, please take the time to gather your belongings. Make your way to a door here, Amtrak employees. Sebring, all right.
Somehow get that black thing. That suitcase.
This destination is Sebring. This destination is Sebring. If Sebring is your destination, please gather all personal belongings. Make sure nothing is.
So I must be cursed because our train was making really good time. We left Sebring right on time. We were about to be early into Winter Haven. In fact, we're about a mile outside of Winter Haven when we came to a complete stop due to, yes, you guessed it, engine issues. Been stopped here for about 15 minutes now. Not sure how this one's going to get resolved. If well, at least we have two engines at the head end, two locomotives. Both of them are the new Charger locomotives. Yeah. So worst case, this could be quite a few hours, I would imagine. Okay, a little bit of PTSD and trauma there. We were stopped for maybe just under an hour, 30 minutes of which we actually didn't have head-end power. So they said there are locomotive issues. Obviously a little bit more difficult to try to parse together what happened exactly and how it was resolved. Because unlike that Tri-Rail incident, there's the Floridian that's 3 hours behind us, but it's kind of not the same as Tri-Rail in terms of being able to assist. So hopefully, I was just thinking too that, this
Ladies
trip.
and gentlemen, this station stop is Winter Haven. If Winter Haven is your destination, please take this time to gather your belongings and make your way to a door. You see an Amtrak employee. This station stop coming up is Winter Haven.
And I was just thinking how this trip has gone really smooth so far. So hopefully that 1 hour hit is the only real delay. And that's the real one downside to taking Amtrak, especially if you're going south, since these trains originate out of New York City. A lot more prone to delay. Going north typically shouldn't be as bad, but clearly anything can happen. And still, even after leaving Winter Haven, we'll still have another 45 minutes before Kissimmee. But just try to remain optimistic. Also interesting, there was a semi-truck with an Uber Freight trailer. Wonder what Uber's up to. It's crazy to see all the sprawl popping up in Central Florida, in the Winter Haven area, and then I guess it kind of goes up US, I think that's US 192, through Lake Davenport and Haines City. Also, someone has a very annoying ringtone. Okay, that was the Point Siena SunRail station, which means we were just a few minutes away from arriving into Kissimmee. And this is also SunRail's, I guess, layover facility at the south end of their route. Alright, so we're about 50 minutes late. Not too terrible. Not as bad as when Tri-Rail's engine failed. gonna run up and get a video of the train. Okay, 2 down, 2 to go. Let's see, it is 1:46, so we got in about 50-ish minutes late. Not as bad as when Tri-Rail stranded me for almost 2 hours with their engine issues. The next northbound SunRail train is at 2:23. So my plan is to take it to the Sand Lake Road station, which is like 20 minutes north, it looks like, from here. And then I'm just going to take one of the Lynx buses over to Orlando Airport. This is actually my first time at Kissimmee since SunRail extended south. I think my last time was like in 2013, and this intermodal station did not exist. So I think I'm going to check that out in the Amtrak Kissimmee station. Certainly have enough time to do so. So there are like maybe a half dozen or so people who got on that train, and it only goes one more stop to the south where it goes to Point Siena and then turns around and comes back north. I'm guessing all those people are going north, and they figured, might as well get on now and just save time sitting at the station. Not sure. Also, very interesting to note the way that SunRail stations are integrated with the Amtrak stations. I've noticed this at the Orlando Health Amtrak station, but here at Kissimmee, the platform for Amtrak is actually separate from the platform from SunRail, which is different from how it is with Tri-Rail. Kind of curious.
Bienvenido a SunRail. Por favor, tenga su zancada lista para la inspección. This is the Kissimmee station. Esta parada es Kissimmee station.
Okay, I've been on SunRail before. It was like at least 10 years ago by this point. I forgot how nice it is, to be honest, compared to Tri-Rail. I'm not sure if it's just because it's a little newer and it's honestly quite a bit less used. That both probably plays a factor, but I don't know, the windows seem tinted. The seats have a lot nicer cushion. Definitely feels cleaner in here. Those Tri-Rail bomber cars are probably, 30 plus years old at this point. Yeah, I mean, Tri-Rail also has a lot more ridership too. But train number 3 in the books, almost. Also, this is one of my favorite parts about SunRail that you don't get with Tri-Rail is when they are going north, you get this rail fan window out the back of the train, which is nice. Tri-Rail normally blocks this area off, especially when they're going north in push mode. But this was also my experience back in 2014 when I last rode SunRail. This area was open and you could get a cool little rail fan view. We're now in Meadowwoods. One more stop till Sand Lake Road. And actually a decent amount of people got on at the last stop, which was Tupperware, looked like some type of international school or something. It is also President's Day, so I don't think ridership is as, it seems to skew more towards kids since schools are closed.
This is the
Okay, so if I was in a real rush, that would actually be perfect timing because that bus is going eastbound to Orlando International Airport. But I kind of want to provide some thoughts on SunRail, I guess. Obviously, it doesn't run on weekends or holidays, but I think it's a pretty good system if you are able to use it. Definitely doesn't even go everywhere it can go, which in Orlando, like Orlando Airport and Universal and Disney World. Maybe one day in the future they'll spend the billions of dollars necessary to do that as my bus leaves. It's okay. Also, another note, I saw an Amtrak train heading south. I don't think it was the Floridian. It was the Silver Meteor is supposedly canceled, but I think it might have been the safety patrol train for the Palm Beach County School District kids. So that could be why the regular service was canceled, and instead they just ran out the whole damn train to the Palm Beach County School Safety Patrol. Let me see when the next bus to Orlando Airport gets in. I know there's like 2 routes that do it. That route that I just saw, and then there's like a limited stop service too. So let's see how long the wait's going to be. I think both of those routes run every 30 minutes, so maybe combined you get like 15-minute headways. Also, another thing I wanted to add about SunRail is Polk County really needs to get going on a SunRail extension to the south. When I was coming in on Amtrak, there's been a lot of suburban development in Winter Haven, definitely, and also like Davenport, Haines City area, especially along like US 27. So, man, Florida is known for their sprawl, and Central Florida is not getting any better in terms of building better walkable communities, but it's possible that SunRail can at least help provide some alternative to traffic congestion on I-4.
Cuando suba, viaje o salga de nuestro autobús. Gracias.
Okay, made it to Orlando International Airport. It drops you off at like the Terminal A and B side. Brightline leaves from Terminal C. So let's go inside the airport and check this out.
stand clear of the doors and hold onto handrails. The doors are now closing. Please stand clear of the doors and hold onto handrails. The doors are now closing. The terminal link is now departing. Please hold onto the handrails. The next stop is Terminal C, Parking C, and the train station.
Hello, this is Orlando Mayor Buddy Dyer. Please relax. Enjoy your ride as we connect you to our state-of-the-art Terminal C complex, where we're taking on the Orlando experience. Whether you just arrived or are part of Orlando, we're glad you're here.
Please stand clear of doors and hold on to handrails. When the terminal link stops, please exit to Terminal C, Parking C, and the train station. The doors are now opening. Please exit to Terminal C, Parking C, and the train station. Please watch your step.
Okay, finally made it to the Terminal C side of the airport. In fact, well, the Brightline station is behind me, and then Terminal C is connected to it. Try to take some footage at the airport, inside the airport, but given security concerns, probably, I didn't want to be that weirdo. So maybe some B-rolls playing right now as I talk. My train isn't scheduled to leave until, let's see, 4:50, I think. Let's see what time it is. It's 3:28. So actually, I was originally supposed to take like a 5:50 train, and I moved it up an hour. I gave myself the 5:50 train just to add some cushion in case there were some delays with Amtrak, which there were, but nothing too drastic. So I was actually able to take an hour earlier train and actually save $20. I'm actually going back in premium, just so I could guarantee myself a solo seat. Yeah, let me turn the camera around. So I think, there, okay. Camera has turned around. A lot of this is like rideshare pickup, I guess. I don't know what goes on over here. This new terminal area reminds me a lot of like, I don't know, what you might see in like Asia, especially China, with like new build infrastructure projects. It seems, especially the Brightline station side itself, it's a beautiful station, but I don't know, it's kind of overbuilt. Also, it's apparently like LEED certified, which is supposed to be like the highest environmental certification you can get. I don't know, with all those windows, I feel like during the summer, you're just getting blasted with sunlight, and wouldn't that drive your electricity bill up, trying to cool it off? Anyway, I think I'm gonna get something to eat. Like I said, I got another hour or so before my train leaves. Also, I do want to note on SunRail, and I forgot to mention this before, when I moved up to the rail fan window, it's a quiet zone, I guess. They don't want people talking. So there's no one talking when I was talking there, and then I kindly shut up the rest of the journey. But let me head back inside and find something to eat. Okay, attempt number 2 at riding Brightline. This time, like I said before, I'm in premium. And I did that because the price was pretty similar to the flexible standard fare. I wanted a refundable ticket just in case my travel plans changed because of any Amtrak issues. So train departs in 35 minutes.
Good afternoon. Welcome aboard Bright Orange. Please take a moment to look at your ticket and ensure you're seated in the correct coach and seat. Train attendants may come to verify tickets. For your convenience, guests traveling in coaches 2, 3, 4, and 5 can now order food and beverages directly to their seats by scanning the QR code located in the seat backs. Our team will promptly deliver your order so you can sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. Those who choose to purchase alcohol will be asked to provide a valid ID upon delivery. Thank you for choosing Brightline.
All right, train number 404, leaving right on time. Should be in West Palm Beach in about 2 hours. Okay, it looks like we just joined the FEC main line. I probably added some B-roll footage before this of our 125 mile an hour running along the Beachline Expressway, Beachline Highway, whatever they call it, 528 I think. And that is the fastest this train will go, 125 miles an hour. The rest of the way to West Palm Beach, the fastest speed will be 110 miles an hour. By international standards, this is not a high-speed train. The new trackage is 125 miles an hour, which does not meet the international standard for new trackage, which I think is 150 or 155. And then upgraded trackage is 110 for maximum speed, when the international standard, I believe, is like 125 for upgraded trackage. For premium, they just came by and offered snacks and a drink. The menu shows like actual meals. Let's see. Well, I'm gonna get back. We'll see if they offer those meals. I didn't bother asking. I don't know if it was just like a snack and beverage, and then they come back later with the meals. So we'll see. But let's see. Left Orlando 30 minutes ago, so about another hour and a half we'll be in West Palm Beach. Traveling through Cocoa now. Okay, about an hour into our journey, they do come around and serve those meal choices. They had the smoked salmon, which is what I got, poke bowl, and then some type of tomato salad, I guess. Yeah. That was the St. Isidro crossing. More impressive than we saw on Amtrak earlier this morning. And of course, now we're downtown still.
Buses on Brightline, yes, Bright Orange will be heading southbound to Boca Raton. Bright Orange will be heading southbound to Boca Raton.
So for those of you interested in how many people are actually riding Brightline, I actually noted on the attendance had a passenger count written down, 186 in Smart, 39 in Premium, so that's 225 people total that got on in Orlando. Pretty good numbers. Personally, I would like it if Brightline had a cheaper class, but really they're probably so popular that they're probably charging as much as they can, and they clearly have people riding regardless. Okay, I finally did it. Got all 4 trains in one day. Tri-Rail, Amtrak, SunRail, and Brightline. In terms of comparison, obviously Tri-Rail and SunRail are probably the 2 comparisons. SunRail's a newer service. They have less riders. Their trains are honestly a lot cleaner, and the seats are a lot more comfortable. I don't know. I'd like to see Tri-Rail kind of get up to SunRail standards, and I've ridden like commuter trains across the country too. And honestly, those Tri-Rail coaches, especially the Bombardier coaches, really do need an upgrade. Amtrak, it's decent for what it is, which is really a long distance service. And they have a very strong inner city Florida market. Obviously a lot cheaper than Brightline. It was like 30 something bucks, and the premium Brightline ticket ended up being like 90 something dollars. But obviously Brightline, more frequent, faster, 2 hours versus 3 hours if I took it from West Palm Beach to Kissimmee. And even then it was an hour late, which engine issues happen to all railroads, as I learned in my last trip report when I took Tri-Rail. But yeah, walking back now to the West Palm Beach Tri-Rail station where I began my journey, because that's where I parked. So I think I'll call it a night.